The year was 1940, and the war was spreading across Europe like a storm. I was a young German soldier, eager and full of pride, believing in the strength of our army and the righteousness of our cause. France was our next target. Everyone around me talked about how quickly it would fall, how we would break through their defenses and march into Paris victorious. In May, we crossed the border into Belgium, part of the Grand Blitzkrieg strategy. The sky was clear, but the air was thick with the smell of oil and burning fuel as our tanks roared ahead. We were told the French were weak, their Maginot Line impenetrable but useless because we would simply bypass it. My heart pounded with excitement, but also fear. This was my first real battle. As we moved deeper into enemy territory, I saw the destruction our forces caused. The once quiet towns were now smoking ruins, the streets filled with debris. It wasn't until we engaged with the French and British forces that I felt the true terror of war. They fought harder than I expected. The sound of machine guns, artillery shells, and the cries of the wounded filled the air. I saw comrades fall beside me, their faces twisted in pain as they clutched their wounds. We kept pushing forward, but the fighting grew fiercer as we neared the town of Dunkirk. The British were trying to evacuate, their backs to the sea. We were ordered to close in and destroy them, but they held out with surprising tenacity. I remember running across a field, bullets whizzing past my head, explosions shaking the ground beneath my feet. The fear was overwhelming, but the orders were clear: advance at all costs. The days blurred together in a haze of combat and exhaustion. By June, Paris had fallen, and we marched through the city in triumph. But the victory felt hollow to me. I had seen too much death, too much destruction. I no longer felt the same pride I had when we first crossed the border. France had been conquered, but at a price I hadn't expected. As I stood in Paris, surrounded by cheering crowds, I couldn't shake the images of my fallen comrades, of the burning towns and shattered lives left in our wake. The war had only just begun, and I feared what was still to come.